All right, guys. Oh my God. Metro homeowner finds man mauled to death by his dogs on his porch. Metro Atlanta homeowner. Now, a lot of you guys are hearing this story, hearing those words, and you're probably like, oh my God, that's awful. Somebody let their dogs loose, an irresponsible dog owner. Somebody failed their community by not properly securing their dogs. Well, there's a little bit more to the story. First, hit the like button. Take the donation challenge, any amount. Subscribe to Ock Nation News. Subscribe to Ock Nation TV. And join me over there on that channel every Tuesday and Friday night at 9:30 p.m. for the live stream. Click the link and join the conversation.
Two dogs credited with attacking an intruder in their home.
And since our story aired last night, Coweta County Animal Control and the Sheriff's Office has been flooded with phone calls and emails from people worried about the welfare of the dogs. Fox 5's Doug Evans has the update.
The story has made headlines around the country. Two dogs killing an intruder in their Coweta County home. Many have hailed the dogs as heroes and have expressed outrage that they were locked up afterwards.
Okay, so this is a sea change. This is a bit of a sea change right here. A Sun man was the victim of a violent, horrific demise. And people are more concerned with the dog. It's not like they put the dogs down. They didn't euthanize them, and people are like outraged about that. They just locked the dogs up, and people are like, hey, wait a second. Could this be the beginning of a backlash? A change in the narrative? Because for the last 2-3 years, you can't do a Sun man is always the victim. It doesn't matter that he was breaking into their house. It doesn't matter what he did. He's the victim. Everybody needs to protect him. Everybody needs to rally around him. This is a monumental shift. And it may just be in this case. And it may just be in this area, but I just haven't seen this where like this Sun man was mauled to death. And people are talking about the dogs don't need to be locked up. Now, will there be backlash against those people? But I don't know. But it still is just odd to hear it like that. Because the Sun man, they didn't have to. You're not hearing any of that.
The story has made headlines around the country. Two dogs killing an intruder in their Coweta County home. Many have hailed the dogs as heroes and have expressed outrage that they were locked up afterwards. Those two dogs remain at Coweta County's Animal Control. What we've learned is that is standard procedure for any dog bite case in the county, mainly to determine if the dogs have rabies. It's a 10-day quarantine. Coweta County Animal Control says they've been in contact with the owner, who says the dogs will be going home with him at the end of the quarantine period next week. Fox 5 first broke the story of the two dogs who authorities say mauled an intruder to a home here last Friday.
You broke into this house, bro. This is the house you broke into. If you look at the signs this guy has on the door, like, he's giving you fair warning. Like, he said, never mind the dog, beware of the owner. I mean, this guy put it up. He's got 2 signs letting you know what he's about. That this was the wrong property. Don't bark up this tree. He's telling you, do not bark up this tree. And that goes to show you about criminals. They don't care. They don't care. And you can't compete with that. Okay? You cannot compete with that.
Fox 5 first broke the story of the 2 dogs who authorities say mauled an intruder to a home here last Friday. The homeowner returned to the house on Walt Sanders Road and found the man dead on the front porch. Investigators say there was evidence that he had been inside the home when attacked. The dogs had been locked up inside when the homeowner had left. On social media across the country, many people expressed outrage that the dogs had been locked up at the animal shelter and their future seemed uncertain. Both Coweta County Animal Control and the Sheriff's Office says they were flooded with calls and emails expressing concern for the dogs. The Sheriff's Office released a statement Thursday saying they have no holds on the dogs because of their investigation and that the dogs were free to be released after the mandatory 10-day quarantine period. The dead man has been identified as 21-year-old Alex Abraha of Atlanta. How he got to the home, his motive for entering, remain a mystery.
Alex Abraha. He looks like he may have some horn DNA. Maybe Eritrea, Ethiopia, somewhere like that. And that name sounds like a name from over there. Nevertheless, man of the sun. Man, what a way to go out. Yikes. 21-year-old dude. Doesn't look gaunt. Doesn't look emaciated. Doesn't look like he missed any meals. Just up to no good. Was going to steal or do something. And wow, what a dirty way to go out. And all the warning signs was there. It might as well have been a light flashing, a neon sign outside like, don't come in here, please, whatever you... Look, criminals don't care. They don't care. They're willing to die. You can't compete with that. How do you compete with a guy who's willing to just... The dogs are in there, the owners, you don't know if the owner's in there, he got a gun. And you still go in and face that. You can't compete with that. If you're just a regular guy, you can't compete with him. He's got the upper hand.